this is happening. Good morning and welcome to the channel. I would like to start off this by saying we are finally going to do it. We are going to install the Xpipe on this car. And it is something that a lot of people do because it sounds so damn good. There is no other way to describe the sound that comes out of this vehicle when you guys put that Xpipe on there. It's like music to your ears. With that stock resonator, it is blocking so much of the sound that you guys have no feedback when you're driving this car. And it's something that I have found frustrating since day one. I don't like that. And if you guys don't know what it sounds like to drive this car, it's really easy to describe it. Ready? Go get some Q-tips or some cotton balls and stuff them into your ears, and then just get inside your car and step on the gas. You don't hear nothing except for road noise and wind noise. You can't hear the engine at all, and I don't like that. I like hearing the feedback. Maybe it's part of that American truck part of my life that I enjoyed. I loved hearing the sound of the V8s, so I would like to hear something from this car, and this is going to be the best way to achieve it. With that being said, if you guys don't know how to weld and you guys don't have access to a vehicle lift, I would strongly recommend that you do not attempt this install by yourself. This is something that could seriously injure you because you have to weld underneath the vehicle and you guys have to get all the way around it, and cutting off the exhaust parts could come down on you and it could hurt very badly. So if you don't know how to do that, I would encourage you guys to go find a local shop that is reputable, something that on Google reviews is not every family member that wrote it. Find somewhere or ask your buddies for a good shop that is willing to work on a Mercedes, because that's the other thing. Not every shop will work on a Mercedes. They see that three-pointed star and they instantly do one of two things. Number one, they give you an astronomical bid to work on your vehicle. And number two, they won't touch it. So it's hard to get that balance of the shop that's willing to do it. If you guys are local to my area, I will go ahead and put a shop that I strongly recommend. I grew up with them as kids. They worked on all my cars when I was younger. They showed me most of the mechanics. It wasn't until my father-in-law and my father actually showed me the rest of it. So it's a good shop and they have very good prices. Unlike this shop, I went ahead and just got a quote randomly. I'm going to block out the name of the place. $300 to install an Xpipe and tips. $300. That's the definition of somebody trying to scam you for all your money that you got. If any shop is going to charge you $300 to do this, don't go there. Let me go ahead and get this all done. I'll record some footage of it as we're doing it, and then I'll explain it all as soon as we're finished. And I will try and get the microphone in here so you guys can hear the sound quality and the difference that it makes. So I'm here with Moore's Mufflers. If you are not familiar with this place, it is the best local shop where you guys can go to get your exhaust done. And I swear to God, if you don't believe me, these guys have been in business since I was a kid. That's the insane part. They're that good that they're still in business. So what they're gonna go ahead and do today is they're gonna cut this off. They're gonna put the new tips on and then install the Xpipe on there. And then wait for the after. When I show you guys how good it is after, you're gonna wanna come here and get it done yourself. Let me explain this to you guys. Check this out. This is the 204 factory resonator. And I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. When you take it and you look into it, you put it in the light, lift it up, and you guys look into it, what do you guys see? That is an Xpipe. So, you're probably thinking, why did you cut an Xpipe off your vehicle and put another Xpipe on your vehicle? The reason for that is because this is heavily resonated, and by that I mean that it has a lot of sound dampening. It has a lot of metal wrapping around and a lot of air pockets in there to prevent the noise from getting to the driver. So that's what sets this apart from the AMGs. The AMGs, the resonator is gone and it's basically down to the bare metals. It's not this 50 or 60 pound paperweight. So there you go, guys. That's the muffler. That's a factory muffler. Now the tips are going to go on it. The tips have been flanged. And they're good to go. So this is something really important that I need to express to you guys. When you guys purchase the exhaust tips for your 204, it's really important that you guys get 308 stainless tips. Do not buy aluminum tips and do not buy chrome plated tips. They will both fail. Now when you guys purchase these tips, they will not be flanged like this. They will actually be straight all the way to the back. So there's no way for you to install them on your own vehicle unless you guys have the tool that will stretch this to fit the diameter piping on the car. That's something that nobody will tell you until you guys purchase them and you guys look at them and you're like, oh crap, these things don't fit. So that's what you need to do. You need to stretch it, and don't let anybody trick you in any way saying you can't stretch it. Because this is a closer look at the Xpipe. We actually get close to it. You guys can actually see it on there, and then you guys can see the extra piping. It's really no big deal. So this is where we're at right now. The exhaust tip is on there with the factory muffler. And if you guys see yourselves all the way to the back, you can see the Xpipe, and then it's about 10 inch piping that's connecting it to the secondary cats. So that's the way that this is supposed to be done professionally. Don't let anybody try and trick you in any way saying that it can't be done or that you cannot put the tips onto the factory mufflers. The reason that I went this approach is, like I said, it's for legal reasons. If you guys take these things off, there's a good chance you are going to get pulled over for a noise violation. Some cops in certain areas are more strict than others, so just keep that in mind. Just be very careful when you guys decide to cut these things off. 2 weeks since I've had this modification done to my car, and I'm ready to tell you guys my overall impressions of it. I'm not impressed, to be honest. This is something that I expected more of, and after seeing a lot of videos on the internet, I thought that I was going to get something more out of it. Really disappointed in it. It's not something that is noticeably a change. The quad tips are noticeable. They look freaking awesome. And the cold starts. That's about it. When you turn on the car from a cold start, that's the only 2 times that you guys can really hear this Xpipe. So if this is something that you guys are considering doing, it's something that you guys should hit the pause button on and reevaluate if you're better off spending that money into another part of the Mercedes project. It's definitely going to have to be an issue that I'm currently weighing out to see how am I going to tackle it, how am I going to fix it. And I know how to fix it. I'm just going to cut off those stock mufflers and go with something completely different. Maybe go with another manufacturer. I know some people use the Magnaflow, but Magnaflow is more for American muscle. It's not for European cars. There's other exhaust companies out there that make better sounding mufflers for European cars. So that's something that I'm floating on the idea right now. It is a disappointment, but at the same time, I'm happy that there's no droning effect, there's no check engine lights, and everything is clear as day. I haven't gotten any feedback from the motor that I'm losing horsepower or that I'm losing torque, because it feels like I still have the same combustion rate and the same extraction rate occurring. So everything is good on that end, and I'm happy with that. I didn't want something that was obnoxiously droning and humming all that time, because I did spend quite, I didn't spend a lot of money, but I spent some money on the subsystem, and I'm going to spend a lot of money on the door speakers when I change them out. And when I change out this factory navigation, I'm floating the idea of an iPad. So I don't want to put all of this money into car audio and have it drowned out by an exhaust. So it's something that I needed to weigh out, and right now I'm still on the fence about it, if I'm going to go ahead and fix that issue back there, or if I'm just going to say screw it and just keep moving on. But my next project is going to be moving on, and it's going to involve what's inside this box. Those of you guys that are familiar with this company know what's inside this box, and it's good shit. So if you guys are interested in my next video, hit that little bell. It'll notify you when the video comes out. And I want to say thank you very much for watching this video. Hit that like button if this is something that gave you some information or helped you out in any way. And if you guys have more questions in regards to this Xpipe and the quad tips or whatever, go ahead, leave them down in the comments below. And in the meantime, take care. Yes, the BMW Z3 is still here. I've only done minor things since you guys last saw it. I haven't found the need to make a video on it. All I did was change these out to black. And that one over there too. That's the black now. It's still here. Just debating on what I want to do with it. It's I don't know. I don't know, guys. I need some suggestions. Help me out with this one.